You did it. You followed the ultimate golden rule of wellness. You went to bed at 10 p.m. Your alarm went off at 6 a.m. Exactly 8 hours of sleep. But when you drag yourself out from under the covers, you feel like you were just hit by a freight train. Your eyes are burning, your brain is foggy, and you're already dreading the day. If you're an American running on a venti iced coffee just to survive the morning commute and reaching for a second one to survive the afternoon slump, you are not alone. The CDC literally considers sleep deprivation a public health epidemic in the U.S. But here is the most frustrating, crazy part of the whole situation. Millions of us are actually doing what we are told. We are getting our 8 hours in bed, and we're still waking up feeling completely dead. So, why isn't the math working? Welcome to the 8-Hour Lie. Today, we're going to look at the hidden reasons why your sleep is broken, the invisible saboteurs ruining your nights, and exactly how to fix it. Let's start with a simple concept. Think of sleep exactly like you think of food. You can eat 2,000 calories of greasy, deep-fried junk food, or you can eat 2,000 calories of lean protein and vegetables. The total quantity is exactly the same, but the biological quality is completely different. The exact same rule applies to your time in bed. 8 hours of junk sleep will leave you feeling significantly worse than 6 hours of high-quality, uninterrupted rest. To wake up feeling fully charged, your brain has to cycle through a very specific architecture: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. Every 90 minutes, you ride this wave. Deep sleep is your physical repair phase. This is when your heart rate drops, your blood pressure falls, and your brain actually shrinks slightly so your glymphatic system can literally wash away the toxic plaque that builds up during the day. It is the mechanic fixing your engine. Then comes REM sleep, or rapid eye movement. This is your mental repair phase. It's when your brain organizes memories, processes emotional stress, and files away everything you learned. It's a vital software update for your mind. But here is the problem. If you keep getting bumped out of these deep stages back into light sleep, even for just microseconds that you don't remember, you never get the deep cleaning or the software update. You start your day running on a corrupted, low battery. So, what is constantly bumping you out of deep sleep? Let's start with the most American fuel source of all time, caffeine. You might think you can drink coffee and still fall asleep fine. But caffeine has a half-life of about 6 hours and a quarter life of 12 hours. That means if you drink a strong cup of coffee at 4 p.m. to beat the afternoon slump, a quarter of that caffeine is still actively circulating in your brain at midnight. It acts like a chemical blockade. You might be unconscious, but you aren't actually resting. Then, there's the classic nightcap. Millions of adults use a glass of wine or a cocktail to wind down from a stressful day. And sure, alcohol is a sedative. It will knock you out incredibly fast. But alcohol is one of the most powerful suppressors of REM sleep known to science. While you are passed out, your brain spends the entire night fighting to process the alcohol sugars instead of restoring your mind. When it wears off at 3 a.m., your brain floods with adrenaline, waking you up anxious and groggy. Next up is a silent epidemic running rampant right now: sleep apnea and chronic mouth breathing. Sleep apnea occurs when the muscles in the back of your throat relax too much and your airway temporarily collapses. You literally stop breathing for 10, 20, or even 30 seconds. When your oxygen drops, your brain goes into full panic mode. It spikes your heart rate, shoots you full of cortisol, and wakes you up just enough to gasp for air. This microarousal can happen 30 times an hour. Because the wake-ups are so brief, you have absolutely no memory of them the next morning. But your brain spent the entire 8 hours fighting for its life. If you wake up with a dry mouth or a morning headache, this is likely your invisible saboteur. But what if your airway is fine, and you don't drink late caffeine? You might be a victim of revenge bedtime procrastination. In modern hustle culture, we work incredibly long hours. By the time you commute home, make dinner, and clean up, it's already 9 p.m. You feel like you had zero time for yourself all day. So, As an act of silent rebellion, you stay up scrolling social media or binging a show just to reclaim a tiny piece of your freedom. But that glowing screen is blasting your eyes with concentrated blue light. This aggressively tricks your brain into thinking the sun is still high in the sky. This suppresses your body's natural production of melatonin, the hormone that signals it's time to sleep, by up to 50%. You are essentially giving yourself artificial jet lag every single night. So, how do we fix the 8-hour lie? The goal isn't to spend 9 or 10 hours in bed. The goal is to aggressively defend the biological quality of the 8 hours you already have. Try this strict protocol for just 3 days and watch what happens. Number 1, the 2 p.m. rule. Cut off all caffeine, including sodas and pre-workouts, by 2 p.m. Give your liver the time it needs to flush the chemical blockade out. Number 2, drop your bedroom temperature to between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Your core body temperature needs to drop by about 2 degrees to initiate deep sleep. A warm room actively fights this biological process. Number 3, create a 60-minute tech-free buffer before bed. No phones, no tablets. Read a physical book, listen to a podcast, or stretch. Let your natural melatonin levels rise in the dark. You are not permanently broken, and you don't necessarily need more sleep. You just need to get out of your body's way and let your brain actually do its job. Try these 3 changes tonight, and I want you to let me know exactly how you feel tomorrow morning down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into human biology. Sweet dreams.